Welcome along then to the second GP of the season. Obviously, the first week of GP was interesting and hopefully you got through. If you didn't, then hopefully we can help you do that as well. As you would have imagined, last week our strategy guides would have learnt a lot, and we've got some new tracks this week where we're going to go and continue to learn also. Now remember, with our strategy guides, they are built for the overall population. It's not just a champions only fit. Now, it's important that you listen to this video as well and you come back to it during your qualifying rounds, because we talk through some other strategies that you can follow. So it's not all just for the high series, we can help you too. Now remember, Discord link is in the description down below. Make sure to come and join us. Ask us any questions in there throughout the week or weekends as well. And remember, we pick the very best boosts on the game. So if you don't have it, try and locate an alternative using the same sort of stats. So after some terrible rewards in week one, we are back with our second GP of the season. So hopefully you've got some coins and you're ready to be able to compete this week. It is the prestigious Formula One Grand Prix from Monaco. Monaco, baby, is back. We have got then boosted assets, which are available from Wednesday in GP crate purchases, and also will be applied to your current components and cars. 10% stat boost for Zhou Guanyu. So Zhou Guanyu getting the perks this week, with Zenith, the Blaze, and Synergy also receiving a 10% stat boost. So make sure to go and check that out so you can see on Wednesday if they are good enough to enter your team. Now let's take a look at the tracks that we have got in this event. Obviously remember to pick your category, your junior, your challenger, contender or champion, each with different prize pools to enter as well. But today we're going to focus on qualifying round one. Obviously not going to go on opening round or final round. So today we're looking at Monaco circuit, we are looking at Montreal, we've got Austin, and we've got Singapore to run through on our track maps also. And remember, this guide for the weekend will be out on Friday for your weekend's racing. So some real big tracks, but it looks like Hutch forgot to add the rain because it is completely dry for this whole Monaco GP event. Fingers crossed for some better reward. So let's get into the track maps first of all. And we're going to go and start with this baby. It is Monaco. So we only have to talk through the dry strategies. Now this one is a fairly solid strategy. However, we will also talk through some little alternatives that you can do. So Copper and Prince are the main boosts to go through around here, but you can also pick Nazar and Frost. What they do is they both give you tyres, which help you massively be able to complete the strategies at the very top. So you can run a 4 soft, 4 medium and a 5 medium 3 soft from the front, but you're going to need to take a tyre boost. That's why we have got them in there, and we have got Nazar, which gives you that bit of cornering too. Now, if you don't need a race start, you can take SAR, because that will give you some cornering too. So make sure you do check that boost out as well. We obviously want to take into consideration the track stats as best as we can also. Now, drivers starting at the back of the grid, we've got the 4 medium, and we've got a little bit of an undercut with the 3 soft, 5 hard in there as well. Copper giving you a good race start and cornering. We've also Prince giving you a race start, cornering and defending. So Prince, very, very good boost this weekend to go and use. Now on the bottom of your screen, you can see the track map available, and you can see where we will be conserving our power unit so that we can gain some more back and attack through the corners. Now, when you do run a 4 soft, 4 medium from the front, you will run out of tyres in that last sector. But as long as you have power unit available, you can push absolutely massively and you will be absolutely fine. So go and give that a shot. It should be a good weekend, good week of racing. Fingers crossed. Next up then, we have got Canada. So Montreal this time making an appearance for the first time this season. And let's run through what we've got coming up in Canada. Obviously, Canada can be a very tough track at times, and we've really got to ride the wave of the luck as we just move this out a little bit. So from the front and the back, we're choosing a one stop. So 4 medium, 4 mediums, and 4 hard, 4 hards. Copper and Herald, both giving you overtaking, both giving you cornering, and also race starts to get off the line absolutely fine. So drivers P1 to 12 are on the mediums. Drivers P13 to P24 are on the hards. Now, we tell you to listen to these strategy guides, and this is the reason why. You can, if you start at the very front and you get a perfect start, run a 3 soft, 3 soft, 2 soft. Now, you need a pit time boost as well for that. So something like Kauai could work very well because that has race start, cornering, and pit time. Obviously, doesn't have the overtaking. Now, remember to match off the track stats. Look for a more cornering setup. Look for an overtaking driver in here as well. But anything with cornering and overtaking is going to help you if it's on the car, driver, or it's on the boost applied as well. Now you can see down the bottom in the track map, there's 2 real places to conserve that power unit, and it is down that big long back straight and the home straight where you can gain some power unit to continue on your lap. But it's a quick pit stop. Make sure to create a gap between the 2 drivers. If you're not confident, go for that 3 soft, 3 soft, 2 soft. Or if you're not confident at the back, maybe go for a 2 soft, 3 soft, 3 soft. Do that undercut. It's always worth a try compared to double stacking and losing like 5, 6, 7 seconds quite easy. But some very good points on offer. Race start, a little bit more tricky at this track in Montreal. Now next up we have is Austin. So we had this last weekend and it was in the wet. Now we're not going to focus too much on the wet strategies at the moment. We have got our dry strategies in here because it is a dry race. 7 laps here, remember. We've got the 2 soft, 2 soft, 3 medium, and the 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft. We're looking for race start drivers and power unit setups, and that is why we've applied both of them as the boost to go through round Austin, Rooster and Gladiator. Now, because of you who are running lower series, Challenger, Contender, Junior, you can run that 2 strategy no problem, 2 stops. Anyone in Champions might find that difficult. And the reason why I say that is most of the AI might run a 1 stop. So we're going to learn this as we enter Champions GP. So it might be that we have to run something like a 3 medium, 4 hard, or a 4 hard, 3 medium, if that's what the AI are doing. So we're going to learn again this week, and hopefully we can adapt our strategy here in Austin if need be. But everything is a learning curve at the moment. So down the bottom, you can see conserving power unit, back straight, home straight, yet again, some really solid chances to earn that power unit. But race start, drivers, power unit setup, you should be on your way to hopefully some good points and some learning. And then next up, we're going to be playing bumper cars. We're going to be playing bumper cars on the streets of Singapore. A little bit of an annoying circuit because a lot of the cars follow suit and bang into each other. But this is probably one of the toughest tracks to try and create a strategy guide for. Now, it looks chaos on the right-hand side of my screen, I will admit. We've got 2 softs, we've got 2 mediums, and we've got 2 wets. 2 wet, 2 wet, 2 wet strategies all in there. We obviously only need the dry strategies, but this is such a tough circuit for tyres. You probably would have seen this in the earlier series. It's another race start and cornering circuit, but it's going to be tough. Softs barely hang on, mediums barely hang on. Now, what we're going to test ourselves is the following. 2 soft, 2 soft, 2 soft from the front. Copper and Herald should be your go-to. Create a gap. It's a relatively short pit time here in Singapore. Drivers starting at the back. Now, we've put the 2 mediums on there because we're obviously doing this strategy guide for everybody. Now, those starting at the back in Champions with higher time management might be able to run the softs, no problem. But this is built for the generic audience at the moment. It also might be a case that at the weekend we could, or the qualifying, we could run Nazar, which is race start, tyre management and cornering, and it might actually allow us to do a 3 medium, 3 medium. That is one thing we are trying and testing this week. But them strategies on the right are there for you. Copper and Herald, again, race start and cornering, all available to you. You want your cornering set up, your race start drivers. Try that 2 soft from the front, 2 mediums stints from the back. and you can see some good places to conserve power unit down the long straights of Singapore. It is a tough track. Expect it to be a very difficult one, but another circuit that we're going to learn, and we appreciate any feedback as always. Again, it's not solely for champions. We're trying to build these early on because there's only a few that are in champions compared to the overall player population. So yeah, we're going to try and help you as much as we can. Now, what have we got? Rest. Obviously, opening round, final round, we will come to at the weekend, and we will hopefully have that available, ready to go with some strategies for you. But make sure to do hit that like button. Hopefully you've enjoyed some sprint racing this week as well, and go out and check out the video that I've just released earlier on this Tuesday, where it was a case of how to get more coins. Some brilliant ways. And also, if you want to join one of our clubs, then please get in touch in Discord and we can help you out.